What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for Thirsty Thursday. Hope everybody survived their Valentine's Day. Hey, don't forget to check out the video vault. Go to thebuckeyecast.com. Link is at the very top of the page. Also, if you're subscribed to my channel, you'll see my posts in the community. I'm constantly updating the list of videos that I'm adding to the vault. I think we're up to about 80 right now, and those are going to keep coming as Ohio State puts out more offers. 2025 guys, 26s are even in there, about a dozen of them. So check it out, free trial, and let me know what you think of it, if nothing else. All right, today we're talking recruiting class grade. I'm going to give you my grade by position group for the 2024 recruiting class. So to get into it, the Buckeyes finished third. Remember, we got to go by average rating per commit. So you can't go by total. Like Georgia and Bama have 28 commits. We only have 22. The total doesn't make sense there. So you got to go by average per commit. Georgia's first with a 93.61. Bama came out of nowhere with a 93.12. They were way down there, but that's what they do. Anyways, we were third with a 92.80. Texas behind us, 92.37. Oregon after them, a 92.19. Something to keep in mind as they enter the Big Ten play. And then you got Auburn, Florida, Notre Dame, A&M. Interesting. But anyways, so the Buckeyes come in third in average rating per recruit. Overall, we had, 21 guys here, I think? Yeah. And the long snapper does not count as a commit because he's going to be on a walk-on, at least for his first year. So got to earn your stripes, son. Don't be rolling those balls back there. So anyway, let's start off with the position groups here. Quarterbacks, most important. We got two. If you consider Julian Sayin kind of a commit, even though he actually came through the portal. Aaron Nolan, Julian Sayin. What can I say? Honestly, 2 5-star guys. 2 of the nation's top 3 quarterbacks are Buckeyes. How's that sound? Does that sound good to you? And they're from Georgia and California. So excellent job of recruiting. Give a little assist there to Corey Dennis. Thank you for your service. So I think you got to give this an A+. Even if it were just Aaron Nolan, it's a solid A. But to get 2 quarterbacks, never thought it would play out like this, but it did. So A+ for 2 5-stars, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the country. Nuts. All right, so let's go running backs here. We got 2 guys here as well. James Peoples and Sam Williams-Dixon. Peoples is from Texas, San Antonio, and SWD is from nearby Pick North. I always fuck that up. Pick North. Damn it. Thought I had it. Anyways, so both these guys will likely play running back, but there was some before Jordan Lyle decommitted. Remember that? He was committed for 6 months, then decommits from South Florida, of course. Sam Williams-Dixon was considered an athlete and was going to be more of that Curtis Samuel role, kind of out of the slot, H-back thing. So he's going to have to be forced to start in the running back room since Jordan Lyle decommitted. So kind of forces our hand with SWD, but not a big deal. He needed to get in that running back room eventually anyways. He will need to get probably some wide receiver time in that room to get those hands up to par. So Peoples was slightly overlooked because of an injury his senior year, but he's one of my favorites. what was he? A strong, yeah, he was a strong 4-star here. Um, a 9.484, number 8 running back in the class, number 19 player in Texas. Overall, he's number 114 in the entire class. So really like Peoples, and SWD just brings that versatility. So I go B plus. The only downgrade is losing another South Florida running back. We wanted 3 in this class, only get 2. So that's my knock against Tony Alford in this class. Wide receivers got 2. We wanted 3, maybe 4 at one point, but you got the country's number 1 ranked player across the board, Jeremiah Smith, and you got the top ranked receiver from the Midwest in Mylan Graham. Again, Hartline wanted a 3rd. Jeremiah McClellan ends up flipping from Ohio State to Oregon on signing day. And then you do have the return of Emeka Egbuka, so that helps. You got veteran leadership and quality play, coming out of a former 5-star who definitely is productive. So I give Hartline an A- here. Missing out on McClellan at the last minute is a kick in the nards. So disappointing. You gotta do what it takes, Hartline, to wrap it up. But anyways, A-. Tight ends, we got 2 of them as well. Max LeBlanc, Demarion Witten. Keenan Bailey's first year on the job, and the Buckeyes finally land the rare 2 tight end class in the same cycle. So you got these guys are both high-level athletes, but they aren't anywhere near well-rounded tight ends yet. It's going to take some time before they can contribute. And Witten could even end up at receiver eventually. We'll see where his body takes him. If he puts on weight naturally and becomes that inline blocker tight end type, with receiver abilities, then that could happen. But all in all, I give the class a B-. I didn't get anybody that's ready to contribute. I know it's difficult because it's a developmental position, but neither of these guys are even close. So B- there for Coach Key. O-line is up next. We got 4 guys here. Justin Fry went big game hunting, for some 5-star prospects like Brandon Baker, Jordan Seaton. Then he came home with his dick in his hand. So, but this group of 4 is good. This is a good, solid group. Ian Moore is probably the only one that could push for playing time as a freshman, and that's not going to be like starting snaps. I'm talking like depth chart shit, 2 deeps. But eventually all 4 could be starters at Ohio State one day. I give this class a C+, mainly because, again, Fry took some big swings and came up empty-handed. Ian Moore was a 5-star. He just didn't he didn't go to any of the camps over last summer, and so the recruiting services dinged him for those, which I think is bullshit. But anyways, let's talk defense here. We had 10 defensive commits. On the D-line, starting up front, we got 3 guys: Edric Houston, Eric Mensah, Dominic Kirks was the late ad, the February signing day ad. The defensive line over the summer looked like it was freaking loaded, right? Like back in July, it looked like they would have 5-star Justin Scott at D tackle, 5-star edge Dylan Stewart, 5-star other edge Marquise Lightfoot, and then 5-star defensive end Edric Houston. Nope, not so fast, my friend. Dylan Stewart picks South Carolina. Marquise Lightfoot chooses Miami. Justin Scott flips to Miami in November. So this position group has to kill it in 2025. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I'm going D+. It's the best I can give them. Edric Houston being a 5-star, getting him to stick in the class keeps us from being an F. So disappointing. Again, another disappointing defensive line class. Next up, linebacker, 2 guys here: Garrett Stover, Peyton Pierce. The Buckeyes thought they had Kingston Villamuasa in the bag over the summer, but after that dreaded church retreat that took place right before his announcement, he picked Notre Dame. Mom had a heavy hand on that one, but both Garrett Stover and Peyton Pierce have enrolled early. That helps. Pierce is recovering from a foot injury, so he won't be able to participate in spring practice or any of the winter workout stuff. So Stover or Pierce probably will contribute on special teams in 2024, but that's probably the extent of their contributions. So give this class a B minus. Solid linebackers, but did not get that big time national recruit again. Next up, let's talk corners. We got 3 corners. Aaron Scott, Bryce West are the in-state guys, and Miles Lockhart from Arizona. So OG Walt has flipped this room with high-end talent and versatility in just a couple of years. Your Ohio guys, Aaron Scott is the highest ranked. Bryce West is right behind him, though. And then Miles Lockhart is very different than the other guys, and he'll be working in the slot. So look for these guys in 2025 for real. Before then, it's going to be slim pickings as far as snaps go. I go A. I go a solid A for this corner class. You got 3 good ones in there, and you just keep continuing to restock the room. I can't wait to do this show in a year when it's we're talking about the 2025 class. Last up, the safeties. 2 safeties, Jalen McLean, Leroy Roker. McLean from New Jersey, Roker from Florida. Sport Myers, yeah. Perry Eliano wasn't able to close on KJ Bolden, Zaquan Patterson, Peyton Woodyard, Jordan Johnson-Rubel, or Coy Parrish. Yes, the Minnesota commit. Could not flip him from Minnesota. And in a safety-driven defense with a number of departing players, that's a kick in the balls. There's no other way to slice it. It does help having Caleb Downs come in, but again, he's only going to be here 2 years. So McLean is smart and athletic. Roker is a basketball player by trade with big-time athleticism. So assuming Sonny Styles moves down to linebacker, which is more than likely, you got 2 commits in this class, and it's not enough, So new safeties coach Matt Guerreri is going to have to kill it in 2025. And I know I just said that about the D-line, didn't I? No, you're going to have to get probably 4-5 safeties in 2025. So give this class a C. It's not all on Guerreri, but a lot of it is on Perry Eliano. So those are my grades. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your position grades if you like in the chat or in the comments, whatever. And don't forget, hit up the video vault, thebuckeyecast.com. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.